Evening all, welcome to Planetary Annihilation. Right, today we're not going to show you a match, we're going to show you how to create the systems, which is actually quite intriguing, so don't switch off, it's actually going to be interesting. What we have at the very front of our page is something called the System Designer. So if we click on that, what it does is it takes us through to this kind of, System Designer interface where you can interact with other kind of pre-generated systems, but we're going to create our own. So what we do is we click create new system, and then here we go. So that's our precious sun right there. And all we do is we then have a range of planets that we can then start to grab. In this case, I'm probably going to start with the metal planet because I'm always quite intrigued with this thing. And then all we do is we just literally give it an orbit. So if I see there, and we can go quite far out. So you see there, that could be quite far out. I think for now we'll just place it there. So that now is placed. We then have the ability to edit this planet, so we can make this a starting planet, and we can, mess about, make the mass a bit more, and so on. We can even go in and actually edit the planets. If I click that, this usually crashes. If I click preview, this might take a minute, so we'll just have to bear with it. But what it does is it'll now render that planet. It'll create it in actuality if it doesn't crash. Which it did. No, it didn't. There we go. So then this is a metal planet. Yes, it's a Death Star pretty much. And look at that. Isn't that sweet? And this is no different to any other planet other than it's pretty much just made of metal. So there we go. So if I then close that. So there we go. So we're back to where we were. So that's our little metal world there. We can sort of still do stuff with it. We can also do things like give it a moon. So in this case, we can give it obviously a little moon like that. Now this may slow down as well, so I'm just going to see what happens. It has kind of slowed. Come on, baby, come on. Now somebody did ask me in the last video, is this game like juddery, or is it my computer being crap? And I'm afraid it's the latter. It is my computer being crap. So, oh no, there we go. Looks like it didn't have a problem there. We can then add even more moons. So we could have multiple moons. We could have maybe another Cruithne. If you know what Cruithne is, it's basically a moon on the other side of the orbit of the moon. Anyway, long story, look it up, Google it. And we then have basically a nice simple system. And then we can name this system. So this could be the Timeless Lands of Pyrex. And there we go. So then I save that system. That's now saved and we're ready to go. So what we want to do now is also just maybe select some more starting, because I do like it when you don't have to start on the same planet. And I would say that's probably it. Let's just throw maybe another planet in. Let's put maybe an ice. Ice planet. And we'll put that quite. So you see, we could actually have a planet orbiting this as well. That's quite nice, isn't it? But I'm actually going to make this an orbiting neighbor of this planet as well. Okay, so there we go. So if I just click save, the Timeless Lands of Pyrex should now save, and that will be it. So if I now close, I then should be able to select. So if I come to play, create game, bloody blue. I have to log in, I'm not sure why. Systems, if I load a system, I should have the Timeless Lands of Pyrex. There we go. So I click on load. That then loads up the system, and that looks pretty good. Now, it is still a bit buggy. Somebody did ask me, is there still, lots of issues with this game? Is it my PC that's terrible, or is it me? And I'm afraid it could be a bit of both. So I think my PC is pretty crap, so that could also be an issue. But that looks good to go. I think that's obviously still, looking quite good. I'm not sure why I'm pink. I don't know why I'm pink. I don't think I can even change it. That sucks. Oh, there we go. Let's see, orange. It should be orange really, shouldn't it? Oh, God. Still a little bit laggy. It's not quite working. Anyway, we'll go with whatever this lands on. Oh, orange, perfect. And eventually it gives us the option to start game. But you can do some more things here. You can have multiple players. I'm just sort of running it with the AI just to show you what it does. If I now click start game, it then should load. Come on. God, it's a bit slow, isn't it? It is mostly me. Don't blame the game too much. It's, yeah. It's me. So there we go. Look, so if I scroll out, oh God, scroll is so crazy. We have our moons. That's nice, isn't it? We then have our other planet over there, and we then have starting locations. Now you'll notice you don't have to start well, you don't have to start where on the same planet. You can actually start on multiple locations, which is nice, isn't it? And then I think in this case we're going to probably start on the moon just so we can fortify it quite nicely. I wonder if it'll let me do that. Here we go. All right, I need to. So there we go. Should be that one, right? There we go. Dink, and then we start. And then with any luck, there's only me here. Woohoo! So we can turtle up quite nicely. And then we're up and running, and this is, I don't even know what that is. Look at that. It's like some weird wheelchair bot. Anyway, I don't know. But look at that, isn't that sweet? This game, I think, is just something quite special as we see our mighty Death Star, weird looking Death Star, covering the moon, covering the map. Isn't that awesome? Now imagine this. You had the computing capability and the power. You could just have dozens and dozens of planets. You could have dozens and dozens of enemies. You could probably fight a battle that would just last forever because it would just be a permanent stalemate until, I guess, mistakes are made. But it's certainly a lovely, lovely part of the game, and I've got to admit I'm quite blown away by how good this game is already becoming. Just look at that. I mean, this is like a very low orbit, admittedly. Oh, hello, it's all gone a bit crazy. That could be me. Well, there you go, there are bugs. There are bugs, unfortunately. Let me see if I can get out of that. It's not looking good, is it? It looks like my graphics card is completely gone. Yep. Well, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time.